Well,
Yeah, Bob.
today we're talking about... I forgot already.
All the new Nintendo news that came out over the weekend.
Well,
So.
specifically we're talking about the DeNA, the merger.
Yeah, is it a merger or is it just a...
Well, they bought... They traded lots of each other's stocks.
Right.
So they both hold like major shares of each other's companies.
Okay.
So it's pretty much a merger.
Okay.
There's also the Nintendo NX.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is news.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we figured, like, Nintendo was working on something. We figure everybody's working on something right now, even Sony and Microsoft. They're not.
I already talked about it because I called it.
But we don't know what it is. We don't know if it's...
Oh, I know what it is. I have video about it.
Just go watch
Link my video.
Watch this baby's video.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we'll talk about the Nintendo DeNA. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, that is how you pronounce
DeNA dealy. So DeNA is a company that makes mobile games, iOS, Android games. And they're going to help bring some Nintendo stuff to mobile platforms.
Right, in whatever way, shape, or form.
That's it in a nutshell.
Nintendo has said it's not as simple as putting Mario on your
right,
iPhone.
and I think we should definitely, get out of our heads that this is just going to be putting NES and SNES games on your phone.
Right.
Because that's a lot harder than people think. I know some publishers do it. Sega has Sonic the Hedgehog on iPhone. Square puts Final Fantasy on the iPhone. But, touch controls are not good for games that were originally...
I don't think it's hard for them to do at all.
I'm sure they'll find a way to do it.
I don't think they need to, though.
Right.
Because they have all... They have all... Like, why would you buy a Wii U then? Or a DS?
Right.
When you could just put their old games on your iPhone. Mm-hmm. And they're not trying to cater to us. A lot of us old people want their old games on our phone.
Yeah.
But they don't... We're not their target demographic.
Right.
The target demographic is, young kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So, they're going to create new IPs. But...
Well, create new IPs, meaning like they're going to create new games with their existing franchises, basically.
Not necessarily.
You think there's not going to be like a Mario iOS game?
There'll probably be something like, what was that game? Fortune Street?
Yeah.
Something like that where they just throw Mario in.
Okay.
So that you'll buy it. Or like, for example, Super Smash Bros. How when that came out, it was originally not going to have any Nintendo characters. Yeah. And then they were like, throw some Nintendo characters. It would have sucked without Nintendo characters. But they'll probably have something with Nintendo characters in it just to draw you in. But I'm willing to bet Nintendo's going to have new IPs specifically for mobile games. I mean... And mobile platforms.
Yeah.
Like, your phone, not just the DS.
I don't know. I feel like, Nintendo's not a company to shy away from using their properties in whatever capacity they can. I mean,
they I'd like to think that they try to do right by their brand.
Right.
They wouldn't just, be like, here, do whatever you want with Mario. Except they did that with the Philips CDI.
Yeah. So I'm sure they're probably a lot smarter than that. Yeah.
You're looking up some other DeNA games?
Yeah, because I know like they put out some pretty decent games. They have the Transformers license,
right,
which is pretty big. They put out a Star Wars game, Goddess, the Peter Molyneux game that everybody hates him for.
Right.
One of the Peter Molyneux games everybody hates him for.
Now, one thing about all these games, they're all free.
Right. Well, they're all free to play.
Right.
And judging from some articles online, apparently they are the masters of free to play, but you wind up paying a lot of money.
Oh, really?
In microtransactions.
I thought that translated to they're the masters at it and they do it right.
No.
Well, I've never played any of their games.
Neither have I, but like from everything I've read, it looks like they're one of those companies that like they know how to get you hooked and like to hide things behind a paywall.
So they pretty much force you to pay to play.
It seems like it. Yeah, it definitely seems like they're of that mentality. I mean, I don't know if Nintendo would want to go down that route. Cause
I don't think they would.
But I know they've been experimenting with it a little bit here and there.
They have been pushing some marketing in weird ways on my 3DS. Like, I'll get notifications that's like, hey, check out this new game or whatever. Or the weirdest thing was I got a Street Pass, and it was like, yo, a lot of people are playing this one game. Do you want to check it out in the eShop?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, get out of my face.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely interesting because the mobile market is vastly different from the console and handheld market. So, and this is something that Nintendo really has no prior experience in. I mean, the closest you could say is the 3DS, but even that...
I think this is a great thing. I think at first they're not going to do anything like too crazy.
Yeah,
they're just going to do something like a fortune
They're going to test the waters.
Like a puzzle game.
Yeah.
But with Mario in it. But I think that eventually there's a lot of room for them to innovate on the touch controls.
Yeah, I mean, and who knows?
Because they're Nintendo.
Yeah, it could evolve into something like where you can get classic...
Imagine
SNES games.
Kirby's Canvas Curse on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
That would be amazing.
That reminds me, I got to get the Rainbow Curse one.
Yes, I love that game.
Yeah, and like I said, it probably could lead to like NES and SNES games on your phone with, a solution to touch controls, or, they put out their own special Bluetooth controller that like mimics an
or
NES
their own
controller.
thing that like, what's that company? Was it Mad Cats? Or Moga? There's Moga, and I think Mad Catz made their own. But the one that just snaps on your iPhone.
Yeah, or something like that. Or like you can use those controllers or whatever.
But again, I don't think they need to do that. I think they're gonna make new games specifically for touch.
They're definitely not going to do it at first.
No.
But I mean, it's definitely something.
A while.
It's definitely something that I feel like they could easily do.
And hopefully, this will help them fix their whole eShop.
Yeah,
fiasco
I feel like
and their whole network.
That I know that's been like a big priority at Nintendo. Like,
good
behind the scenes,
it
like
definitely should
fix
be
that. And I heard like the NX, like that's gonna be a major part of it as one unified ecosystem.
Good.
So
I hope it's one unified console.
As you said
talked
in your
about videoing it right on the tip of my finger.
But yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely an interesting time. You would never have thought, maybe 10 years ago, but like 20 years ago that Nintendo would be trying to put their games on phones.
Yeah.
Or like another
What
platform.
about Sega? Sega's doing that. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird to think about.
Yeah, well, I mean...
People growing up now, people in high school right now...
Well, Sega was never...
were born into a world where Sega was on all consoles.
Yeah, Sega was never like the powerhouse Nintendo was, if you think about it. Because, I mean...
We saw them as a powerhouse.
We did, but I also remember seeing
Nintendo.
Seeing Sonic the Hedgehog games you can buy for PC. You would never see a Mario game you could buy for PC. And if you did, it was like Mario teaches typing.
Yeah.
So
that's true. I don't think this is a bad thing.
No.
I don't think they're going to go free to play. I mean, well, like, maybe you have to have some weird puzzle game of Mario in it.
I feel like...
it has to cater to kids.
Yeah, all free-to-play games pretty much cater to kids.
But would Nintendo stoop that low?
Yes. They would probably do something along those lines, but they would do it in their own weird Nintendo way.
It has to be a way where kids just won't get tricked into doing it.
I'm sure.
And it has to be a way where the kids can't end up spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars that they don't have.
Yeah, no. Other iOS games have figured out ways around that. Apple has put things in place that doesn't happen. So I'm sure Nintendo will figure something out. I'm sure DeNA is used to that by now.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they are. But if you're a kid, you're not gonna have your credit card typed into iTunes. You're gonna have your dad's,
right,
or your mom's, and you're just gonna keep saying yes. Like, what's stopping you from doing that?
I'm sure that there's got to be limitations in place, like a timed system, like you can only do buy one thing like every 24 hours or something.
And would they have ads?
No, you would never see an ad in a Nintendo game.
So how would they make? I mean, the only way they would make money
is if it was pay to play or something like that.
It should be like $2 or something for a game, but.
Yeah, that would be nice, but that probably won't happen.
Probably not.
Yeah, because all of DeNA's games are free, and then you just pay the microtransactions.
Yeah, it's weird to me.
So
weird.
That's what happens.
I don't do I've never done a microtransaction.
Neither have I.
Wait, I've come close. I will say that
I've almost been tricked into
because it's like $1, and
then but I mean like
I think it's Trials. Frontier.
Yeah.
It was like $1 and you get all this like ridiculous shit. And I was like, ooh, that looks good.
But I know like most
and you want to play now, you don't want to wait.
Yeah, most of the games
for the timer or whatever.
If you just wait, because I don't care. I wait. I'm a patient
thing about Trials is all of the things that you have to do to upgrade your stuff. You need to be connected to the internet in order to do. And I only ever played it when I was in the tunnel in the train.
Yeah.
So I just couldn't upgrade my stuff. Yeah. So I was gonna buy something just to upgrade it, but forget it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Not worth $1. I'd rather ads.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
there you go.
Yeah, that's
I don't think it's a bad thing, but I'm worried about how they're gonna make money.
Yeah, I think they'll find a way, and it'll be a way that makes sense in a Nintendo way. Hopefully they don't screw it up too much.
Right.
Like, because Nintendo has a tendency of like if they do one little screw up, it's usually a major screw up.
Yeah, it's true.
Like making it really hard to log into their console when you first turn it on,
or transfer your stuff, or buy things on their stupid eShop.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you guys think
about the new Nintendo DeNA dealy thingy?
Right. Leave the comments below at us on Twitter. Hey, Will.
Yes, Bob.
A lot of people have been commenting saying, "Hey guys, you deserve so much more subscribers." Isn't that nice?
That is nice.
It's your fault, though, that we don't have that many.
You can help us out by liking and sharing this video with your friends.
Sharing this video.
Mostly sharing.
Just share the video.
And
you could all other stuff's great. Sharing it is the best way.
If you have to force somebody to subscribe, do it discreetly. We don't want to know.
Just strap them to a chair and shove their face to the computer monitor. By the way, I'm not kidding. Share the freaking hell out of the video. But we very much appreciate all of you.
We really do.
And you commenters. I like talking to you people.
Yeah. I need to do that more because I hate human beings, to be honest.
Yeah, you got to be in the comments more.
Thank you guys very much.
Have a good week. Bye.
Let's first define what a gritty reboot is for the purposes of this discussion. A reboot is when the story and continuity of a particular work of fiction, specifically an ongoing work of fiction, is completely disregarded in order to start over again from the beginning.
Will users have more fun exploring the world than they would completing the goal defined by the game? This is something Hello Games certainly hopes. There's a limitless amount of exploring to be done, so you could potentially be playing this game for years and years. This got me thinking, what other games don't have a point?